My new album is called SIDEH-KAI. SIDEH-KAI is a combination of two words, SochiKaima and KachimSideh. These are my daughters' names. I have two beautiful daughters, and I decided that I was at the point in my life where the music just wasn't about me. Being iLLBLISS and being OGA BOSS wasn't just about me. It was about two incredibly beautiful, smart, intelligent children that myself and my wife have been blessed with. So I know a lot of people are going to be like really surprised to see an iLLBLISS album and they see two kids just sitting down on a table, you know, wearing shades and headphones. It came to me like a full idea. I dare say that this entire SIDEH-KAI project came to me, you know, directly delivered by God. Because I woke up one morning and I was just coming down the staircase down to the ground floor in my home, and my kids were sitting on the dining table and they were like, "Papa, look at us, how do we look?" You know, and Kaima had my glasses on, you know, standing just next to her little sister SIDEH, who had the headphones on. And so I just quickly grabbed my phone and took a picture and just kept looking at it and kept saying I was going to use this picture for something. And, you know, behold, it is the official cover for SIDEH-KAI. I'll give you guys a little backstory. SochiKaima came into our lives 8 years after marriage. Those were some trying years in our lives, but it's such a beautiful moment. You know, our families were blown away. We were so happy. The whole place was just filled with love, and it just opened up a lot of things in my life. Opened up my career, you know, opened up a lot of opportunities that weren't even there prior to her coming into. And we named her SochiKaima. In Igbo, that means it is only our God that we know, you know. And such a beautiful child, such a smart, intelligent, witty, confident, you know, kid, you know, that loves her parents to death. You know, I can't go out a second. I can't go out without the phone ringing after an hour like, "Papa, where are you? Where are you coming home?" So no matter how much the hustle is, no matter how tough the streets get, you know, every time you come home and the doors open and you see these two beautiful girls just run out and hug you, you know, shouting, "Papa, Papa." They're trying to take your shoes off. They're trying to take your jacket off. You just feel truly blessed. KachimSideh came in much more dramatically. So wifey and I, after Kaima, when Kaima was 3, and I remember this was the COVID period, so we found out that everybody was at home. We're all marooned at home, and I guess we found out wifey was pregnant. And wifey's water broke at 23 weeks. I can't forget that day because it was May 29th, 2020. My last album, Illy X, had just dropped that morning, and I was up 2:30, quarter to 3 a.m. at the dining table trying to, you know, sort out a lot of things that were going on, you know, doing interviews across time zones because it was COVID, so everything was basically, you know, like social media driven, you know, electronic. So, and wifey just came out from the room and said, "Babe, I think my water broke," you know, and we couldn't even believe it. So 3 a.m. we got on the road and we started driving to the hospital. You know, we're panicking because this wasn't part of the plan. This was, she was just 5 months, just below 6 months, 23 weeks, you know. And then we got to the hospital, and then we got admitted, and after running scans, we found out that the wifey had a scar, had a tear, sorry, on her sac, you know, and it's a lot of amniotic fluid, you know, where the baby floats and everything and feeds from, you know. She had lost a lot of fluid, you know. So and then the doctors advised that we terminate the child, and, you know, but for some divine, up to date, unknown reason, we just stayed really very confident and very rooted in belief that that baby was going to survive. So the hospital kept advising us, listen, wherever you guys go to, you know, a baby this young, a baby this tiny, you know, would not survive. So there's no point, you know, just go ahead and save the mom's life, you know. But every time I put my hand on wifey's belly, you could hear the baby kicking, you know. And some really, really great friends of ours, the Kumankamas, Chibuzo and Patrick, they came through for us. They found us, they referred us to Reddington Hospital in VI, which is where we met Dr. Ojo, and they took up the case. So we left the first hospital, you know, and they had a team of gynaes waiting for us, you know, to operate, you know, but we left and went to the next hospital. I'm sure they thought we were crazy. And I can remember that drive from Ikeja Allen roundabout all the way to Idowu Martin in VI, and there weren't up to 5 cars on the road. You know, it was like Holocaust. Everywhere was empty because of COVID. We got to the hospital, wifey got admitted, and we stayed in Reddington for some weeks up until wifey started to heal and started to, you know, get a lot of bed rest until she got to her 25th week, and that is when SIDeh decided it was time to pop out and come into the world. So KachimSideh came into the world at 25 weeks. Miracle baby, absolutely, from every strand in her hair right up to the last toe on her feet, you know. And then after she was born, put her in the NICU department, in the NICU, you know, so that she could, you know, she could develop and grow, because she was so small, you know. And then from there, you know, she's such a fighter, you know, because we watched her every day. Even every day we'd come up there, stay with her, pray for her, and our parents were praying as well. Our siblings were praying. The entire family just covered us with the precious blood of Jesus, and it was such a trying time for us, you know. And then again, if I have never understood the power of family and the importance of family, it manifested 100% in HD to me. Then eventually SIDeh hit the 1 kg mark, and she came out at like 980 grams or something. She was less than a kg, yeah. And just being there with wifey, just praying, just looking at the other kids also go through their own battles as well. And eventually we made it out of the hospital, and we went home. These kids symbolize everything that I am today and everything that I and myself and wifey have become. And I decided that my next album would be about, not just about them totally. I have a record called Daughters on the album, but I felt that this was like a new beginning for me and a new chapter in my career, you know. And they are filled with blessings. Every single thing about them, you know, their backstories are so incredible, you know, and we continue to marvel at God's awesomeness till this very day. SIDEH-KAI is a 16-track project, my 11th studio project, my 11th full-length project, produced by Skita and Major Banks. I hadn't made music till now. I hadn't put out music for 3 years. I took a break, and for me, SIDEH-KAI is like a rebirth. It's like a project that refreshes me as an artist, a project that's filled with my stories. Like it's about growth, it's about transitions, it's about all of the things that I've gone through to this very moment that has made me a successful rapper, music artist, actor, father, hustler, you know, everything all combined in one. It's such a beautiful time in my life, such a beautiful time in the life of my kids, you know, and my entire family, my wife. You know, it feels good to look at that album. I pray I look at it down the line over the years and say, wow, I put the kids on the cover, you know, and this album was hugely successful. I feel truly blessed to still be here making music after being in the game for so long. My first single, my first official single, iLLBLISS, was, you know, came out in 2008. That shows you how many years I've been in the business and still dropping, you know, records that have been amazingly accepted. And it just feels good. It just feels good to know that I'm still here, that still putting in work like an OG, still relevant, you know, to the younger generation. Thank you to the fans. You're welcome to SIDEH-KAI. I pray you enjoyed. I pray you speak about it for so many years to come. Bless. My name is iLLBLISS, OGA BOSS.